Students, today we will be learning about letter writing. Letter is nothing but a written message that can be handwritten or printed on paper. It can be sent through mail or post in an envelope. It is a written conversation between two parties. So, as you can see here, letters can be classified into two. First is social letters, which is written in an informal way, and the other is business letters, that is a formal letter. An informal letter is a letter written in a personal fashion. It can be written to family, friends, relatives, wherein you have the freedom of using your own language, tone, length of the letter, etc. Whereas, in simple words, Google will tell you that formal letter is a letter written in formal language in a proper format, that is a specific and typical format for official purposes. This year we will focus on formal letters. This can be subdivided into three categories. First is business letters, official letter, letters to editor. Now what is business letters? It is nothing but a letter from one company to another, or between organizations and their customers, clients, etc. For example, you have to write a letter to a bookseller to inquire about the availability of a few books which are needed for your school library. Now, second one is the official letter. It is written to inform offices, branches of official information. It is usually written for making requests, sending applications, complaints about an issue, etc. It is a general letter expressing some suggestions or feedbacks. Now, talking about letter to editor. If someone feels strongly about an issue and wants to spread the awareness among people, letters to the editor can be an effective way in spreading the awareness or reaching the audience. It is sent to a publication such as newspapers, news magazines, and other periodicals. For example, write a letter to the editor of a national daily about your concern over the scarcity of water in your locality. Now, the format of your formal letter has a particular pattern. As you can see, the first is the heading, second is the subject, third is greeting or salutation, fourth is communication or message, or you can even call it as the body of the letter. The fifth is the conclusion, and the sixth one is signature, name, and designation. Now let us just elaborate the format. First is heading. This consists of addresses of the sender, that is, who is writing the letter, and the addressee, that is, to whom you are sending the letter, or the receiver. Now this is an example that I have given you here. It says, if the name and the address is given in the question, for example, you are Ahan or Ahana Mehta from South Mumbai, write a letter to the editor of the Times of India. Then your format will be as shown on the left hand side. But if the address is not given in the question, then you simply need to write XYZ as your name and examination hall as your address, as shown on your right hand side. Now we shall move on to the subject of the letter. It usually comes after the heading and before the salutation. Now the main thing about your subject is that it should not exceed more than 2 lines. It should be as short as possible. The trick here is that you may get the gist of the subject from your question itself. For example, regarding scarcity of water in a locality. Now we come to the salutation or the greeting part. In formal letters, we never use dear sir oblique dear madam. It's always respected sir oblique madam, or simply sir oblique madam. The reason is that the person you are writing the letter is in a particular high post or an authority. For example, the editor, the manager of a company, the principal, teacher, etc. Now coming to the body of the letter. It comprises of three parts. It is compulsory for a formal letter to have 3 paragraphs in it. Not more than 3, not less than 3. Now the first paragraph contains the introduction, wherein the writer should state the purpose of the letter. The second paragraph contains the relevant information about the topic, that is the writer's problems and the suggestions that the writer wants to give. The third paragraph contains the actions that should be taken by the authorities and the closing remarks. Now, when you are writing the letter, do not forget to use the words like please, kindly, I request, please pay heed to my request, etc. Wherein your letter should sound like a request and not a command or a demand. Fifth is a subscription or leave taking. Here I would suggest you to normally write yours truly or yours faithfully, because we tend to make spelling mistakes while writing yours sincerely. And the last is signature, that is name of the sender. Keep in mind one thing, that is the first words of your letter and your last words of your letter should be the same, that is your name. Signature does not mean your sign or your autograph, but simply the name of the sender. In this slide, you can go through the outline of your entire format for formal letter. Now look carefully at the heading part. First comes the address of the sender, that is your address. As soon as you complete your address, leave one line and then the date. The format of the date will be 17th April 2020. Again leave one line, then comes the address of the receiver to whom you are writing the letter. Again leave one line and then comes the subject. Subject should be of 1 or 2 lines, not more than that. Again leave one line after the subject, respected sir / madam. Don't leave any line. Soon after respected sir, madam, start writing your first paragraph, that is your introduction of the letter as to why you are writing the letter. Then again second paragraph, don't leave any line, just start from the margin itself. That will be the body of the letter, which will consist of your suggestions. And then the third paragraph, that is your conclusion. Soon after the conclusion, don't leave any line, straight away write thanking you, next line yours faithfully, and the last line, that is your name. Now if you see closely, the first line of your letter and the last line of your letter is matching, that is your name, XYZ. In this slide, I have shown you an example with a sample question how to write a letter to the editor. Here these are points, or say some important keywords which are important for you to remember while drafting a formal letter. First is, it should be in the correct format. Then it should be relevant. It should be short and to the point. It should be well presented, polite, even if you are complaining. It should be free of any grammatical or spelling mistakes. The use of comma is avoided over here. Correct line spacing should be there. Divide the body of the letter into 3 paragraphs. You need to be accurate, specific and concise. You need to express your ideas in a logical way. And first organize your ideas and then draft the letter. And finally, here is your homework. You can write it taking help of all the previous points that I have explained to you.